but he's supposed to reach out to
whole question. I know Stephen and I know the other nigga. So if they put the 200 up, you gonna beat the nigga up?
That nigga put that 200,000 up like, man, listen, I'm not turning down no $200,000.
I will personally go get it done. You need to just beat this nigga up, bro.
That's all. But see, you know, the whole thing about it is he's bluffing because he like, where's the contract? The nigga too dumb to come with the contract.
If I go get because once I get it done, that means the money is sitting over there where it's supposed to be. Cause that's it. I know everybody he was talking to. I know him personally. Stephen said he was gonna put 50 on it. The other dude said he gonna put a bag on it. We can get it done.
Well, we get the money up, but honestly speaking, I think Mike's starting to bring more money. Nobody wants to see
for some reason don't want to get in the ring with you though.
I mean, I'll take Trice, but honestly speaking, it's like on the pay-per-view end, I don't see nobody watching. You know,
they're gonna watch you.
Well, you know, we could do.
I got another play though. I got another play.
He coming with that money. It's on.
Listen, I got another play that might make more sense for you because you are the draw, right? So I'm gonna talk to you about that. A whole nother situation that where at the end of the day you eat differently because you were the draw. You right. Nobody knows who he is, and you gonna give him a face. So that's worth something. But you know, I got a back end. I can apply a back end thing to that where you can get your bread, and that's where the real money at. Cause they keep talking. I'm like, bro, that nigga ain't ducking nobody, bro. Y'all niggas, fuck y'all talking about? You know?
Yeah, you know, it's sad because it's like when I do a live and show niggas exactly where I'm at, instead of them waiting for me to come out the building, I showed niggas where my car was at. They bust the window and scratched the car. So it's like, damn, you did that to my Benz?
It's this nigga named P. He claimed he from New York, but he moved to Atlanta. And dude's a habitual liar, right? He got a little room over there called I only go over there to humiliate the nigga. I hope he listening right now. I'll be over there later on, P, so we can argue about it. But he's your biggest fan. You know what I mean? He's so big of a fan, he talk about you to his wife and shit, his girlfriend, and I don't think he knows subconsciously what he doing.
Yeah, she fall in love with me because she said that they're looking like, damn, that nigga Hassan Campbell pay bills while this other nigga just laying up. That's the problem with these niggas.
All day. Hey, bro, we got to do that interview, though, bro, because that shit gonna make these niggas so mad.
It's definitely gonna make them mad. They gonna be sick because they ain't even seen nothing yet. But I think these dudes need to understand something. That academics didn't make me. I was already lit before Act came to me. I appreciate what
I told they know that, bro. Everybody know that. Look, niggas just gonna throw jabs. They do that to try to create friction between you and Act, bro. They say that shit. Oh, Wack, even this room right here. Oh, the numbers don't come unless Wack here. Hey, you weird motherfucker, I'm sleeping. The fuck you gonna tell the owner of the football team? Nigga, the team don't score unless the quarterback throw the ball. The fuck, he part of the team, right? So, you know, don't let them niggas do that because they just trying to get you to say something that Act may not like. It's a narrative that ain't even there. That's just them.
Act is dope. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna Act. Yeah, Act is Act. You know, Act can't be blamed for everything that goes on in the black community, just like I can't be blamed for it.
All the niggas said, yo, why he wasn't over there with the burning building, doing this, doing that? I said, look, bro, nobody knows what people do. I know a lot of people give millions of dollars to cause never say nothing. I said, but on the flip side, if you telling me he didn't go over there because we'd have been waiting for him, unless we know he's a smart man. Nigga, don't no warrior move the way you want him to move. He moved the way he want to move.
See, he told a lie because I heard that part where he said, while that was going on, I was buying hats. Actually, that video that I had, when I posted up, you know, I was in the Soundview area where they shadow go outside. That store, that whole block, that whole area is dangerous. So instead of him saying, yo, he really was outside in the hat store where all the bodies be dropping at, you skip past that part because they try to make you believe that I'm not outside. But that video was made 3 days prior. That's for one. For two, I already knew that all of the paid activists was going to be over there, activated. So I said, instead of me going over there starting trouble, because certain people, when I see certain people, or the way they make it seem it's going to be on, yeah, it might be on, that's not the place for that. So I let the paid activists activate and do what they do. But as far as behind the scenes, what I donated and how I donated, I would never tell because I lose my blessings, and I keep telling you.
Yeah, you don't need to do. Then the nigga try to say, yo, Wack, you heard the nigga tell. I said, let me tell you what I heard. I heard the nigga tell his truth and laugh about it and said, fuck that nigga, he is what he is. So what I seen is him standing on whatever he did. See, I see it different. See, if a nigga say some shit and act like he done said it, I'ma look at you with. But if a nigga say some shit and say, yeah, nigga, I said it, that's what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, hey, I fuck with it.
You know what it is, right? What it is with these niggas is they can't believe my life is a movie.
Oh,
so when they listen, it's like, I seen one nigga made a movie like this nigga telling a complete lie. No, it's gonna be in my book. Detail from detail. Let me
ask you one thing that did confuse me. There was one thing confused me. You gave an apology to the family of somebody that was murdered, right? So, was that something you weren't charged with the murder? You was charged with the lesser charge and beat it, and somebody else? Cause I'm like, bro, he ain't gonna do that if it's a wide open case. He must already dealt with the case.
Yeah, my co-defendant, see, this is what happened. I'm listening to another nigga break this down, so I'm gonna make it clear for you to understand, right? In that case, they wanted me more than they wanted my co-defendant, but they had more evidence on him.
Gotcha.
So, the lawyers basically said, listen, when we go to trial, we can separate the case.
Yeah.
When my co-defendant went to trial, he separated the case. He told on me to beat trial. But they couldn't use his statement against me. So when he beat trial, when it was time for me to go to trial, I done told the story before. When I look back in the courtroom, my grandmother, I didn't see my grandmother for 3 years. She was sitting back there in the courtroom. I looked back at her, I almost started crying. I didn't cry though, I just blew her a kiss. When I went back to talk to the lawyers said, listen, man, we offer you 1.5 to 4.5 to cop out to the case. They broke it down to manslaughter, then they turned around and broke it down to assault because I couldn't actually cop out to the homicide to get that time. So they broke it down to manslaughter, then they broke it down to assault, and I copped out to assault on the first. And I went up north and came back down. Went back to jail.
I think he took a lesser plea.
I took a lesser plea. I'm convicted and have the paperwork. Put the paperwork. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the paperwork up again on my Instagram so you can share it because I'm sick. Because the case number, docket number, all of that is there. It even describes the victim and all that in the paperwork. And you know what I mean. Bottom line to it is like I said to the family, certain things happened. That was over 25 years ago. Even though that's not the only homicide I've been in jail for. Niggas was like, oh, you telling, nigga, you can't just come on a homicide and get out. Not when you the killer, you don't just get out for no fucking homicide. These niggas gotta understand, like I said, when dudes sit up there, they call me Baby B.O. Do you understand? B.O. was one of the most hated dudes niggas loved when he got murdered. They loved him because he was one of the most feared dudes for years in the Bronx. So it's like they try to wash away and push his name to the side. But that's the era. I grew up with the Pistol Pete era, the B.O. era, the
what fucked me up, bro, is none of these dudes I was talking. I said, do y'all know him? No, we don't know him. I said, well, what the fuck is the problem? Y'all put too much time and energy y'all don't know, bro. Y'all watching this niggas every month, bro. I put that fucking Instagram post up. Them niggas had a room up 8 seconds later. Wack, I don't care. Wack 100 approves of.
But that's some female shit, though.
Yeah, nah, it is, bro. Them niggas, you got their attention. And I'm gonna be real. I'm a little pissed the fuck off because now I gotta do something to get their attention back. They can't be hating you more than they hate me. Fuck that shit. Nigga, my fucking hate. Motherfucker, y'all gonna hate me today, motherfuckers.
Nah, you know, it's like 50 said in that song, I Need You to Hate. And it's like, I realized that now. When I first got on YouTube, I wanted to kill everybody. Now, I'm not even mad. I'm like, go ahead, keep making videos, keep talking. Because these dudes don't even realize they promoting me like crazy.
Yeah.
But as far as the Afrika Bambataa shit, what dude's talking about, he snitched first and foremost, right? What dudes gotta understand, something when you dealing with a dude of his caliber, and the amount of young boys whose lives he's wrecking, I don't give a damn if that nigga go to jail. I checked before that I would never take the stand. I ain't never planned on suing this dude. But when I'm looking at what's going on and him constantly still being locked up or being banned from certain countries because he's still doing it, I don't care if that man go to jail. He like beast of a nation. There's so many murderers in jail that got life because he messed their minds up as kids and they went to jail. If Bam go to jail, somebody's gonna kill him. Because he can't hide from country to country. That nigga Bam is not running around in the streets like that. He'll do a pop-up, make a video, and he'll disappear. Right now, the courts is looking for this dude because other victims, he deserves to go to jail. So when dudes be sitting up there talking about, you think, I guess I'll be a snitch. He'll be the first nigga I snitched on and the last because I'm not a snitch. But when you got dudes running around, our man sat back and aided and abetted Bam and every little boy that he touched. He looked over and acted like he didn't see what was happening. That's why when Bam got stabbed, when you listen to the story, the young boy that stabbed Afrika Bambataa woke up. I don't know if Bam gave him something or not. From what they said, he gave him something. Homeboy woke up with Bam giving him oral sex. Shorty went in the kitchen, directly to the knobs and went to stab. And he stabbed Bam and he stabbed Ahmed. Ahmed is a black belt. So coincidentally, y'all not in Bronx River no more. Now y'all in the new house where he live at. You in the new house and it transferred from all the old apartments to the new apartments 25 years later? You still doing it? That nigga need to go to jail. I hope he go to jail. I hope I man go to jail. And I hope them niggas get, matter of fact, he might like it in there because he can give all the inmates free head. That's what he like to do.
Oh, the nigga Afrika Bambataa?
Yeah, Afrika Bambataa. He deserved to go to jail.
Hold on. This nigga be sucking people up. I thought he was sodomizing motherfuckers.
That dude right there, I guess he believe in his mind he get power from giving little boys wee-wee, giving them head. The nigga's a pedophile. He done damaged man. When I look at Afrika Bambata's book, right, you gotta understand something. This dude had some of the illest killers in his book. And when you look in the book, he ain't got them in the book while they grown. He had them in the book while they was little boys. And Wack, when I tell you that, I'm talking about you had at least about 200 dudes from the Bronx and the New York area that's known killers.
So let me ask you a question. It's right. We were discussing this shit, right? I was like, yo, I don't hear you do it, but they be like, suck my dick. I said, why you like telling a man to suck your dick? Is that like, because in our culture out here, that's you telling a man to give you some head, which means one thing, right? They say, well, it means disrespect. I said, yeah, but that shit means something else too. So listen to you talk, saying what dude was into, was that just like a silent oath amongst certain motherfuckers that it was cool?
Well, I'll tell you from what I see, right?
Yeah.
Afrika Bambataa's spiritual leader was Dr. York. Dr. York was a cult leader from New York to Atlanta that had a big cult. He got locked up. He was a big part of the music industry too. He got locked up for over 200 little boys.
God damn.
So his spiritual leader was a pedophile. But a lot of that, I know you know a lot of that goes on in Hollywood and in the music industry.
Yeah, real.
It's just like, when I first came out, I told everybody, Afrika Bambataa wasn't the only one playing with little boys. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly because I didn't see Russell Simmons, but Russell Simmons was doing it too.
Damn, Russ.
That's why when they was sitting up there talking about him with all them women, I'm like, nah. You had dudes that a few dudes that I know. Russ was playing with young boys. He was doing the same thing Bam was doing. Allegedly, I had to say, Russ. Yeah, Russ was saying
films. Hey, yo. Well, Russ still ain't he ain't came back from Bali. I think he ain't coming back because I think he got them other charges he facing with the Me Too shit going on with the ladies. But yeah, man. But one thing about you telling your truth, you part of the truth. I'm like, yo, bro, this man is part of the truth, bro. Motherfuckers violated him, bro. So you can't tell a man it's like, hey, look, motherfucker, I'm a victim too. Like, it ain't like that's what you gotta, there's some face value to that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a motherfucker that's voluntarily stepping out, yo, Wack, why he didn't do nothing to the nigga? I said, I don't know. What I do know is he's not gonna lie on himself, knowing that could come with a wave of humiliation, right? He could have kept that shit to himself, but he didn't. Because I think in his head, keeping it to myself, meaning that I was with it, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Am I on the right track with you?
Right. Plus, dudes gotta understand something too, right? There was a time, that's like when that Death Row movement was one of the most powerful dudes, you know, in America, period.
Afrika Bambataa was just like that.
Afrika Bambataa was just like that. The nigga had 1,000 Shook nights under him. In the early days, if you listen to the interview with Afrika Bambataa on the news, he said, why these people didn't try that years back?